The Adobe Illustrator assignment for the week has two components to it. I've already recorded a video discussing the pen tool, and here we have the four versions of the pen tool essentially. I'm not going to go over that. The second part of the assignment has to do with, one of the readings is all about color and, complementary colors, triads, analogous colors, all that sort of thing. So this assignment kind of combines both of those things. I want you to use the pen tool, gain some familiarity with it. Here I'm going to draw out something. This is going to be a petal of a flower. So I've drawn it in here. Now, I guess there are some blue flowers, but I'm going to click on this and pick up a red color. I'm going to go over here, a little brighter. Okay, so we have this red. Now, I want to create a color scheme, basically a palette of colors to use for my illustration. Now, one way of doing that is to use the color guide. And this basically embodies all the stuff that is talked about in the text about these different kind of color harmony groups, complementary colors, triads, analogous, all that sort of stuff. So here I have my selected color. And okay, so, complementary color. The complement of red is green in this color theory. There's split complementaries. You might wonder, well, what does that look like exactly? So you go in here to edit color and you're editing. I don't know why it showed a sign. Normally, this is what pops up. So here we have our color. Now the complement would be this green. So this is the split complement where you have a left complement and a right complement, which is one of the other choices you can pull up. You could kind of like shift this around and say, oh, maybe I want a magenta flower and have like these two colors to work with. Yeah, this red actually kind of makes sense to me. Is if I have red flower, green leaves, blue sky, that could be a scheme. If I want a little more choice here, I could smooth this out. Then I could like tighten this up, get a little bit different version of these. But I see the colors up here. And if I see something I like, then I can save these colors as swatches. I can name it. I could say this is my floral scheme. And click on that. Okay, there it is. Then I click OK. Go over here, look in my swatches. There it is, red, green, blue. If this was a different green and a different blue, these would be like additive primary colors, but the primary blue is this one up here, what Isaac Newton would have called indigo. That's our additive RGB primary there. Okay, so with these swatches, then you can go ahead and create different forms. Say I want to go in and create some kind of leaf here, drag that out, go in here, convert, kind of make that a little smoother, make that a cusp, drag this out. So this is my leaf shape. I don't know, I can do a little better, a little more graceful. Okay, let's say that's the kind of leaf I want. Then I go over here and say, well, this is my color. Okay, so build a palette using, the color guide. You might want to go with a different scheme like analogous colors, triads, something. But use the pen tool, create some shapes, try to do something consciously, like, okay, I'm working on a flower scheme here. Don't just create random shapes, but go for organic things where you actually have to use some control. And then color them using your color scheme, post the picture online, and say what kind of scheme you're using. In this case, I was doing a split complement color scheme. And that's basically what we're trying to go with here, is like explore the color space a little bit in Illustrator, work with the pen tool as much as you can, get some experience with those tools.